Okay, so now let's go to next type of duty, anti-dumping duty, section 9A. Anti-dumping. So what about dumping? Dumping means you dump the garbage. The same way the people have dumped their goods in our country and at a very low price. For example, if they are selling X product in their country in 100 rupees, that means in their country, the price is 100 rupees. They are selling the same product in my country in 20 rupees. They have dumped it in 20 rupees. That means now the price is so less that my domestic players can't meet that price and they will get affected. People are getting something in 20 rupees. Why will they pay extra amount for that goods? Am I clear? So for that reason, the government had to impose a duty called as anti-dumping duty as per section 9A. Am I clear? Wapas, I'm repeating again. So what I'm saying, what am I dump? You dump the garbage, you just throw as waste. Same thing over here. Suppose X country is selling Y product in their country in 100 rupees and they're selling the same product in my country in 20 rupees. In short, what they're doing, they're dumping it as garbage. And if in my country it's coming into 20 rupees, my people cannot meet that price, and then people will buy something which you're getting in 20. Why will they pay extra? So, to protect my people, my domestic players, I will levy a duty called as anti-dumping duty. Am I clear? And here we do have a formula. We'll see how. When the export price of product imported in India is less than the normal values. What do you mean normal value? Normal value means the value in their country. For example, just take an example. Suppose China normal values 100 rupees and they are exporting it into India in 10 rupees. Am I clear? So when the export price, see, for them it is export, for us it is import. For them it is export, for us it is import. So when the export price of a product, when the export price of product imported in India is less than the normal value of like articles sold in the domestic market of the exporter, it is known as dumping. Anti-dumping action can be taken only when there's an Indian industry, which produces like articles when compared to elite dumped imported goods. But natural, if in India you are getting the same stuff, then only the question of levying anti-dumping duty comes into picture. If in India you don't have those goods, the question of levying anti-dumping duty does not come into picture only. Further, this duty is country specific. It is imposed on imports from a particular country. Exactly, because you cannot say now that okay in that country that is the price, because every country's cost of production, every cost is different. So yeah, it is country specific. Country specific means if in China they're selling in 100 and if China is exporting it in India in 10, then only it comes into picture. Am I clear? Am I clear? So what happened? If normal value is less, sorry, if normal value is greater than the export price, if normal value is greater than the export price, in your country you are selling in 100, in my country you are exporting in 10 rupees. In your country you are selling in 100 rupees, in my country exporting in 10 rupees, then only the picture of dumping comes. Anti-dumping duties higher than the margin of dumping cannot be imposed. See now, what is the formula over here? First, understand the formula. They have given us a formula. Anti-dumping duty is what? Anti-dumping duty is margin of dumping or injury margin, whichever is lower. Let's understand the concept. First, what do you mean by margin of dumping? Margin of dumping is very simple. Export price minus normal value. In my country it is coming in 10. In your country you are selling in 100. So dumping, margin of dumping is how much? 90. Am I clear? So let's understand again first. anti-dumping duty higher than the you in any case your anti-dumping duty cannot be more than 90 rupees. First thing, in any case your anti-dumping duty cannot be more than 90 rupees. Why? As the reason is simple. Max to max, if they are selling in their country in 100 rupees, then max to max they will sell in my country also in 100 rupees. But now they're selling in my country in how many rupees? 10 rupees. So what in the dumping, the margin of dumping is how much? 90. Am I clear? So in any case, the anti-dumping duty cannot exceed the margin of dumping. But yes, it can be. Anti-dumping duty can be less than this 90 rupees. How will I understand? Don't worry, it's very simple. What is written over here? Anti-dumping duties higher than the margin of dumping cannot be imposed. However, a lesser duty which is adequate to remove the injury to a domestic industry is permissible. In any case, understand, in any case, my anti-dumping duty cannot exceed 90 rupees. In any case, the anti-dumping duty cannot exceed 90 rupees. That is margin of dumping. Margin of dumping means export price. China is exporting in my country in 10 rupees. For them, the export price is 10 rupees. And in their country, the normal value is 100 rupees. That means the dumping, the margin of dumping is 90 rupees. Am I clear? In any case, my anti-dumping duty cannot exceed 90 rupees, but yes, it can be less than 90 rupees if that lesser amount can remove that injury. Will you understand now? Don't worry, it's very simple. Are you with me? Anti-dumping duty, that means what is the formula? Anti-dumping duty is the lower of the two, dumping margin and the injury margin. So let's understand this. What are they saying? Anti dumping duty. Anti dumping duty. I hope you're with me. They have said one is margin of dumping. Margin of dumping or injury margin. Injury margin, whichever is injury margin, whichever is lower. Let's understand this first. Normally, this is very clear in your mind. Ma'am, I agree this. I agree margin of dumping. What is margin of dumping? Margin of dumping means what? Let's understand this. Margin of dumping is equal to export price minus normal value. Suppose China has exported into India something in 10 rupees and the same thing they're selling in their country in 100 rupees. So margin of dumping is 90 rupees. 90 is what is there in your mind. Then ma'am, 90 rupees should be added as that anti-dumping duty. Agreed? Okay. Now let's understand the formula of injury margin first. What is injury margin? We'll go in depth afterwards. Let's understand what is injury margin. Injury margin, I hope you're with me, is the margin adequate to remove the injury to domestic industry. It is difference between the fair selling price, that is non-injurious price due to domestic industry, and the landed value of the dumped imports. Let's understand this. What they're saying, injury margin. If I go ahead with the formula, injury margin. What is injury margin? Fair selling price. Fair selling price. That means the price at which those goods are sold in India and the landed value of the dumped articles. Okay. Injury margin is equal to fair selling price. That means at what price those goods are sold in India minus landed value of dumped articles. of dumped articles. I hope you're with me. Let's take two scenarios. Let's take scenario. Scenario one. First scenario. My fair selling price. This is clear, huh? This is very clear. This is 90. Margin of dumping is how much? 90. Margin of dumping is how much? 90. I hope you're with me. And what is margin of dumping? Export price minus normal value. Export price minus normal value. Okay. And in any case, my anti-dumping duty cannot exceed this 90 rupees. In any case, my anti-dumping duty cannot exceed this 90 rupees. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, what is fair selling price? At what price that goods are sold in India? Assume karo, if that goods are sold in India, suppose in 70 rupees. In 70 rupees. And how much? 70 rupees. And that is a normal selling price. And landed value, 10 rupees is what? The export price. 10 rupees is what? Export price. That means their country's export price, and therefore meat is import. And we all know that we have FOB, then we have CIF, and then we have some duties on that. We will see the definition of landed value afterwards, but just let's assume it landed in India in 30 rupees. It landed in India in 30 rupees. I hope you're with me. See, now it came in 30, but in India it was getting sold in 70. So here the injury is how much? 40. Here the injury is how much? 40. That means if to this 30 rupees, I add 40 rupees. I add what? 40 rupees becomes 70, which is equal to the fair selling price in India. That means how much I'm going to add? 40 rupees or 90 rupees, whichever is lower. See, understand the logic. See, margin of dumping is what? What is the difference? What you're selling in your country and what you're exporting in my country, that's 90 rupees. In any case, my anti-dumping duty cannot exceed this 90 numbers. It cannot exceed this 90 ka figure. Okay, but now that does not necessarily mean that I will add 90 always. Why? Suppose it is coming into India in 30, it landed in India in 30, and if I add 90 to it, it becomes 120. Boss, in India, what is the fair selling price? You may dump, you may not dump, but in India is selling in 70. So somebody is selling in India less than 70, then only Indians are getting affected. If somebody is selling in India in less than 70, then only Indians are getting affected. So boss, I want my Indians to not get affected because of this dumping. So what need to be done by me? I need to bring to a price which will help my people. It is coming to India in 30. If I add 40, what is 40? Injury. What is the injury happening to my Indians over here is of 40 rupees. So if I add 40 rupees to 30 rupees, the injury part is over. Am I clear? Why will I add the 90? I won't add 90. Am I clear? Am I clear? In this I will be adding only 40. Case 1, when fair selling price in India is 70. Assume now in India the fair selling price is 150 and it is landed in India in 30. That means injury margin is how much? 120. Boss, now I won't add 120 over here. I won't add 120 over here. I will add what? Margin of dumping or injury margin, whichever is lower. Margin of dumping is 90. Injury margin is 120. Whichever is lower is 90. That means to this 30, 90 will be added. It will become how much? 120. Am I clear? Am I clear? I hope you get your point. Because even if I would have not done that dumping, I means the Chinese people would have not done that dumping, they would have sold these goods in India at max to max 120 at properly without dumping. Without dumping, they would have sold these goods in India at 120. So why will I add this 120 over here? I won't add. What I've added is 90. Am I clear? I hope you're getting my point. What I'm trying to convey over here is margin of dumping means the difference between the export price and the normal value. That means this is the maximum what I can add, 90 bucks. Why? This is the basic, the margin. This is the basic that what is the impact of dumping. They were selling in their country in 100, they could have sold in my country in 100. But now they're selling in my country in 10 rupees. So the margin of dumping is 90. Max what they could have done is they could have sold in my country in 100 rupees. So what maximum got affected is 90 rupees. So what I'm going to add is 90, the maximum number. But it's not that I will always by default add 90. If by adding a lesser number, the injury margin is removed. So why to add 90? So what is injury margin? Simple. If they're selling in India at 70 rupees and it got landed in India in 30, so what is the injury to the Indians? 40 rupees. Because if it is landed in India in 30, the people will buy for something which they are getting in 30 instead of getting in 70. Let me do one thing now. Let me add to this 30 40 rupees and bring at par with Indian players. Am I clear? I hope you got the point. I hope you got the point. This is the formula. You need to be very clear with the formula. Am I clear? Am I clear? I hope you're with me. The first, what they're trying to say is, in any case, your anti-dumping duty, cannot exceed margin of dumping. That is the maximum what can be added. But your anti-dumping duty can be less. That means margin of dumping or injury margin, whichever it is, lower. What is margin of dumping? Margin of dumping means export price less normal value. The difference between export price means the exporters what they are selling in my country. For them it is export, and normal value means in how much they are selling in their country. Am I clear? So see, what is margin of dumping? Margin of dumping is normal value minus export price. What is normal value? Normal value means comparable price at which goods under complaint are sold in domestic market of the exporting country. In how much they are selling in their country. Am I clear? Am I clear? That is called as normal value. What is export price? Export price means in how much they are selling in my country in relation to an article, means of goods imported into India is the price of the article exported from the exporting country. Am I clear? Normal value means in how much you people are selling in your country. Export price means in how much price you people are exporting in my country. The normal value minus export price is nothing but margin of dumping, and in any case my anti-dumping duty cannot exceed my margin of dumping. Am I clear? Can I go ahead? What is injury margin? Injury margin is a margin adequate to remove the injury. By adding this 40 rupees, it is enough to remove that injury. Need not require to add full 90 rupees, which is here. Am I clear? Injury margin is a margin adequate to remove the injury to domestic industry. It is mark this. Please mark this. It is difference between fair selling price due to domestic industry and the landed value of the dumped goods. Fair selling price in India is 70. It got landed in 40. That means Indians are selling in 70. Imported goods are landed in 40. People will be interested in buying something which they're getting in 40. Why to pay same thing 70? What need to be done? Injury is how much? 30 rupees. Let me add what? 30 rupees to this 40 rupees. Automatically become what? 70 at par. Am I clear? So what is fair selling price? It is that level of price which the industry is expected to have charged under normal circumstances in the Indian market. Fair selling price means in how much price Indians are normally selling those goods in India. This price would have been enabled reasonable recovery of cost of production and profit. That means fair selling price what? So what is my selling price? When I say selling price, it is my cost of production as well as my profit. Selling price is cost plus profit. This is fair selling price. In other words, fair selling price of product of the domestic industry. Am I clear? Am I clear? So what is my injury margin? My injury margin is equal to fair selling price minus landed value minus landed value of dumped articles. Am I clear? So I know as of now what is fair selling price. Now let's understand what do you mean by landed value. It's taken as assessable value under custom, that is, and the applicable basic custom duty except CVD, except special duties and all this. Only BCD. And when I say BCD, boss, you remember this. We have a question on this also. And if I say BCD, automatically social welfare surcharge will come into picture. I don't have to say it again and again. If BCD is there, social welfare surcharge by default will be there. Am I clear? So what is my landed value? My landed value is how much? Landed value is equal to assessable value plus BCD plus social welfare surcharge. Together, this three comes to landed value. Am I clear? Am I clear? Can I go ahead? I hope with me. Is concept clear? Is concept of what do you mean by, I hope with me, anti-dumping duty clear? Clear? Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead? Now, same point which I've read in the previous section, that government feels that to protect yourself from anti-dumping duty, you may take some XY measures. In that case, government can still rely on you anti-dumping duty. And what are those measures? First, you must have altered the description, the name, the composition of the article subject to such anti-dumping duty. X product was there for anti-dumping duty. You have done something by which you are trying to say, no, this is not X. You are importing it into India unassembled or disassembled from a CKD or SKD. CKD is what? Completely knocked down. SKD means what? Semi knocked down. Completely knocked down, मतलब totally unassembled. SKD मतलब little bit assembled, semi knocked down. Third, by changing the country of its origin, I am saying that okay, China is doing this, and now you have changed the route from China to Iran and Iran to India, and any other manner. Am I clear? Am I clear? Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead? The professional, you just read this. Let's come to the question now. Let's come to the question. Question. Mr. X imported certain goods weighing 2500 kg with CIF value as 1,20,000 US dollar and exchange rate is 65 rupees at the date of presentation bill of entry. BCD is 10%, SWS is applicable. There is no integrated tax and no GST compensation is applicable. As per notification by the Government of India, anti-dumping duty has been imposed on these goods. The anti-dumping duty will be equal to the difference between the amount calculated as at the rate of 80 rupees per kg, US dollar 80 rupees per kg, and the landed value of the goods. And what? Landed, so what are they doing? They have given us a formula. They are saying 80 rupees per kg US dollar and the landed value. That amount is anti-dumping duty. So let's first calculate the landed value. 2 lakh, I hope you're with me. 2,50,000. CIF value is how much? 1,20,000 into 65. So my accessible value comes to 78 lakhs. BCD of 10%, SWS 10% of BCD. Total comes to 86,58,000. Am I clear? Am I clear? I hope you're with me. Yes, and what are they trying to say over here is the anti-dumping duty will be equal to the difference between amount calculated at the rate of 80 rupees per kg US dollar. So how many kg is there? 2500 kg into 80 rupees into, then I have to convert into INR, which comes to 1 crore 30 lakhs. So anti-dumping duty is 43 lakhs 42,000. 43 lakhs 42,000. I hope you're getting me. See, in this question they have given us how to calculate anti-dumping duty. So we'll be doing it exactly in that manner. But if they would have given us all the details as in on what price is selling in their country, in what price exporting in my country, by this I'll come to know the margin of dumping. Then if you tell me, okay, this is the landed value in India, and if you give me the fair selling price of India, I can calculate the injury margin, and the difference of both, whichever is lower, in fact margin of dumping and injury margin, whichever is lower, will be my anti-dumping duty. I am assuming this type of question can come in the exam. Am I clear? So is anti-dumping duty very clear? Very, very clear. Am I clear? Now last. Section 9 was what? Section 9 was what? Anti-subsidy duty, and 9A is what? Anti-dumping duty. So now the last section over here. No levy under section 9, that is anti-subsidy duty, or section 9, and that means anti-dumping duty in certain cases. Section 9B. 9B has an overriding effect on 9 and 9A. 9B. This section provides that notwithstanding anything contained, was notwithstanding means whatever is said in 9 or 9A, we are least concerned. We are least concerned, we are least bothered. Whatever 9B is saying, we'll have to follow that. So there are how many points? There are 5 points which states that when will anti-dumping duty and anti-subsidy duty will not come into picture. First, countervailing duty and anti-dumping duty shall not be levied together on any article to compensate for the same situation of dumping or export subsidization. That means if both the things are happening, then you cannot levy both the duty together. Either it will be 9 or 9A. Second, the central government shall not levy any countervailing duty or anti-dumping duty on such like articles that enjoy exemption from duties or taxes, or refund of such duty or taxes which meant for consumption in the country of origin or exportation. Understand? If in that country exemption is given, that's a different scenario. Third, if you are importing it from a country which is a member of World Trade Organization, or from a country with whom government has most favored nation agreement, in that case also you're not going to levy this duty. Fourth point, if the satisfactory voluntary undertaken from the government of the exporting country that they will be eliminating or limit the subsidy, that means government of that country is saying that we will ensure that something like this will not happen, then for me levying 9 or 9 will not come into picture. And saying satisfactory voluntary undertaken is given by the exporter to revise the price. Exporter himself is saying, okay, I will revise the price, I will not sell in India at a lower price, then there's a question, no question, levying 9 and 9A comes into picture. Am I clear? Am I clear? So by this, chapter 5 types of duty is complete. See, chapter 5 types of duty. We said so many things. If I say, okay, normal scenario, nowadays I will levy BCD, I will levy social welfare surcharge, I will levy integrated tax under section 3 subsection 7, I will levy GST compensation cess under section 3 subsection 9. But there are still few articles where excise is there, where VAT is there, so I'll go as per the old scenario only. Am I clear? Then we've studied few more duties. We have studied anti-dumping duty, we have studied anti-subsidy duty. I hope you're with me. Yes or no? I hope you're with me. How many duties we studied? And safeguard duty. So according to me, if you ask from exam point of view, no doubt BCD, social welfare surcharge and 37 is important, but I personally believe in this exam safeguard duty under section 8b and anti-dumping duty, because those has our concept. When I say safeguard duty, you remember the developing country 0.3%, less than 3%, 9%, and when I say anti-dumping duty, so you have to calculate margin of dumping, you have to calculate injury margin and then come to a conclusion. Am I very clear? So according to me, this chapter has a weightage of 5 marks in your exam. So please do pay attention. A very important chapter. And if you want this notes, this is there on my website www.cameetamangal.com, from where you can download it. Am I very clear? Sure. And if you like this lecture, please do subscribe my channel. You will keep on getting updates. I am working on many things to help my student as much as possible. Am I clear? All the best. Give your best and leave the rest. Am I clear? Okay, take care. Bye.